Yeah, question 11. We have the Laplace of. So the first thing to do is to note that hyperbolic functions has this expression. That'll be this minus bt, this. Hyperbolic function of cosine function is equal to this. So then we can now do the Laplace now. And that'll be what? This half can come outside. You can take it outside the Laplace. Then we have exponential e to power bt, exponential to power bt, then plus half exponential Laplace of exponential minus bt. Okay, so that's what we have. Then the first one will give us half times Laplace of this will be what? 1 over x minus b. Then plus half times this one will be what? 1 over x. The attachment to t here is minus b. So don't forget minus on the formula, then minus b. Okay? So let's do the algebra. So that will be equal to what? We can take the half is there, we can take it outside. So that will be equal to what? 1 over x minus b plus 1 over x plus b. You can stop there, but let's do the algebra. So that will be half into brackets. This one will go here. That will be x plus b. This one times this one. That's plus x minus b. Then this and this will give you difference of 2 squared. That's x squared minus b squared. So minus b we cancel. We have x plus x. That's 2x. So that will be 2x. So 2 is there. So the final answer is what? Is this. So that's the final answer for that hyperbolic functions. Okay. Question 12. Laplace of sine 2t cos 2t. The first thing we do here is to do, let's play with some trig identity before we do the Laplace, because there is no direct table for this. Okay. We're going to start with this sine a plus b. That's equal to what? Sine a cos b. Then plus, when you stop here, that will be what? Cos a sine what? Sine b. Also, sine a minus b will be equal to what? Sine a cos b, then minus, okay, cos a sine b. It's just trig identity. I also put the links addition formulae, okay, under trigonometry. There's a video whereby I explain in depth on these addition formulae. I'll also put the link on the on this video. So what we can do now, we can add this one together, add these two equations together. We call this one 1, this one 2. So 1 plus 2, we have what? Sine what? Sine a plus b plus sine a minus b. So this one we cancel. Then I will have, we have 2 what? This one plus this one, 2 sine a cos b. So if you check your formula, you realize that is a combination of sine and cosine. And you can see what we have here. Okay, so sine a sine b will be equal to what? Will be equal to 1 over 2. Divide both this place by 2, this place by 2. So sine a plus b, and then plus sine a minus b. Okay, so let's apply that. My a in this, my a will be what? My a is 2t, and my b is what? 3t. I will now have sine 2t cos 3t will equal to 1 over 2 into brackets sine A plus B. Sine, this is my A and this is my B, and that'll be what? 5t. Okay, then plus 2t minus 3t, that's A minus B. So that'll be what? That'll be sine minus t. Okay, and then for identity, for the trig, sine minus t is equal to what? Sine is equal to that. Okay, so this will be equal to what? Sine 5t minus what? Sine t. So we've finished the using addition formulae. So the next thing to do is to go back to Laplace table and use the table straight away. Okay, so Laplace of sine 2t cos 3t is equal to Laplace of what? The half can come outside. Half can come outside. Laplace of sine 5t minus sine t. Okay, so then we have half. This will be what? Laplace of this is what? Is 5 over s squared plus 25. Then minus Laplace of this, the attachment here is what? Is 1 over x what? S squared plus 1. Question 13. Laplace of this. Before we can get the Laplace, we need to deal with the trig function here and make it a double angle. Okay, because there is no direct table for this. So we can start from here, that cos 2t in form of sine 1 minus 2 sine squared t. Okay, then we can make this one the subject, move this minus to the other side, that would be 2 sine squared t equal to what? 1 minus cos 2t. Then sine squared t is equal to what? 1 minus cos 2t all over 2. Now, so this now becomes Laplace of what? Laplace of sine squared t is equal to what? Laplace of what? The half can come outside the Laplace, and that will be what? 1 minus cos 2t. So final conclusion, that will be half, open your brackets, Laplace of 1 is 1 over x, then minus cos 2t. That will be what? X over x squared plus 4. That finished the question. Then the last question, question 14. Laplace of this function, sine squared this. We use a translation for this. Recall Laplace of exponential to power t to power at of f of t is equal to what? Laplace of what? Laplace of f of t. Okay. Then the domain will now change to what? X minus what? The attachment of your t, s minus a. That's your domain. So that's what we are going to use for that question. Okay. So this will be equal to, this one will be equal to Laplace of sine squared t. Okay. Your domain now will be x minus 7. Okay. So we now go back. Don't forget that the Laplace of sine squared t, we have the value when the domain is x. So this is what we just got it here, which is what? 1 over 2 into brackets this. Okay. So the final conclusion is very straightforward. So anywhere you see your x, it will be replaced by what? By x minus 7. So your final answer will be what? 1 over 2 to brackets 1 over x minus 7 minus x minus 7 square plus 4. So that is just that. And that's how I was saying that you must be acquainted with the Laplace table. If you are acquainted with that table, that's very good. And you go beyond being acquainted with the table, you must know how to use it. And that is where we need to play with as many questions as possible. The more questions you play with, the more you what? The more you grounded, the more you become expert on Laplace transform. Okay, so that's that on this question. If you are yet to subscribe, please do it right now. There is an icon on that video. Click on that icon, subscribe straight away, so that you can keep track of the update of the channel. And begin to type your comment now. Make this section interactive. Okay, and finally, make the video go viral. Share the links on your social media platform. Thank you for doing that. Stay on these solving questions using table 7.1 and table 7.2.